Good evening everyone. Welcome back to another Leverage TV session. Today we will be discussing the top 5 mistakes that students make while creating a statement of purpose, and I'll give you tips and tricks on how to avoid them. I am Kinjal Bhanushali and I'm a head coach and statement of purpose expert at Leverage Edu. I help students with their overall journey of creating applications and documents such as resumes, letter of recommendations, and statement of purposes. So if you're planning to study in Canada, then stay tuned and keep watching. We want your SOP drafts to be stellar, and to make it perfect, you need to avoid making these mistakes. So let's begin. Let's get into depth of this. So I have reviewed multiple SOPs for various universities, and I have noticed these mistakes being repeated. So first thing is including a lot of projects, which really doesn't make an impact because projects are supposed to be added to the resume. Also, when it comes to a project, you are not supposed to write about the project. Instead, we have to write about the challenges and how they have helped you grow. Listing every project out in the statement of purpose is not recommended. An important point to be noted is that you should always keep the passage in the first person perspective to make it feel more personal. Example, I have pursued this course, my understanding of this project helped me grow. You have to be in the first passage. When it comes to the content, do not talk about the individual project or activities. They want to know how you have learned or how you have grown with these projects. Second important thing is writing more or less than the required word limit. For every statement of purpose, there's a word limit specified. There's a reason why the word limit is specified. When you write more or less than the required word limit, it shows that you are a person who doesn't take instructions. It means that you have no regard for instructions, and as such, that could disqualify you from being granted the visa or the application going further. Therefore, ensure that you maintain the word limit that is given. Usually, the university will specify the word limit. It would be on the application portal only, or if not, it's always a good idea to try and connect the admission office via email and ask them about it. Otherwise, try to limit it to 500 to 1000 words only. A long statement of purpose that solely focuses on your achievements will not hold the attention of the admission committee while reviewing close to 10,000 applications per season. So make sure you're taking a word limit as a very important factor, which most of us do not consider while writing, and it is very essential to understand that time is precious. Third very important point is a weak introduction and conclusion. The first impression makes a lasting impression. Since the introduction is the first thing that anyone ever reads, making it impactful will impress the reader and hold their attention. Similarly, to ensure that the admission committee reads through an entire 1000-word essay, start with a powerful line that summarizes your academic experience or one that reflects your mindset, thinking, or aspirations. Similarly, how you end your statement of purpose also matters because that's the very last thing a reader will take away from your essay. Wrap it up by mentioning what your expectations are from the university and how you hope to contribute to the university. Your conclusion must show your knowledge of the university and the program that you are applying for. Next important point is something which has been noticed in a lot of statement of purposes or essays that we need to avoid at any cost is excessive flattery. The university and the professors reviewing your applications are very much aware of the quality of education and infrastructure they provide. So do not waste your words on flattering them. Your statement of purpose is all about you and your achievements and aspirations, and it's not a mouthpiece for advertising the university. However, be sure to include your expectations from the university. This shows that you are logical, practical, and have conducted thorough research. Fifth, very important point, not proofreading the document and plagiarizing it. Proofreading your statement of purpose is the most essential thing. You must read it multiple times to make sure you get the correct spelling, grammar, and consistency. Proofreading also helps in eliminating repetitive sentences that you don't add value to your piece. Use free writing tools that are available online to filter out errors and read the document manually so you don't miss out on any mistakes. Make someone you trust read it before you actually submit it. Another thing is, plagiarism is a serious crime and universities will reject your application if you have plagiarized the content. There are multiple ways to review that as well. So make sure you use the online tools that are available to check the plagiarism and check the grammar as well. So these are the 5 common mistakes that students make in the statement of purpose. And if you're planning to study in Canada in 2022, visit us at www.leverageedu.com or call us to book your free 30 minutes counseling session. Thank you.